Hey guys, it's Jock's Girl. I'm back. The last time I spoke to you, I was sick. I wasn't feeling too good. I was starting to come down with whatever throat thing that's going around right now. And I did the best I could. I put some eucalyptus oil and peppermint oil on my throat. Let me show you guys what I use. This one here is not organic. I usually use the non-organic ones for my cleaning stuff. I know I'm looking over here, my camera's over here, but it makes more sense for my brain to look over here. So anyways, this is one that I pick up at Sprouts. It's like a more of a farmer's market type grocery store. And then this one is eucalyptus. This one's organic. So the meaning of organic, I know you guys probably all know this, but it just means that pesticides weren't used in during the growing process. So, but I don't have this one here. I think I don't think I have this one in organic. I think I ran out. I was desperate, so I used this one. So I put it out a little bit on my throat, and then I used some eucalyptus on my feet. I could have done peppermint too. It would have like given me more energy, but basically I just wanted to feel better. My body temperature normally is lower when I take it. I'm on the lower spectrum of the normal body temperatures. So when I felt that I was feverish, I knew that I had a fever. That was good enough for me. But I didn't feel that until the next day. I took some aspirin. I take baby aspirin every day, 81 milligrams just for heart maintenance, because I have a long family history of heart attacks. My brother at 40 dying of a major, massive heart attack was enough to get me to say, you know, let's prevent this. I've had body scans and things done. They've done scans on my carotid arteries and the main arteries inside and stuff and in my brain, and they don't see any problems. And so being that my father died at 32 of an aneurysm, which is where the blood vessel bursts inside the brain, my grandmother and great-grandparents and everybody having these massive heart attacks and dying, the doctor looked at me and said, how is it that you're not having any problems? What is your secret? I don't know. I just said I just try to do yoga and I'm stressed a lot, but I do eat organic foods and I try to eat a lot of vegetables, and I don't think that my family members did that. But I don't know. I mean, I don't know what it is. Maybe I'm just lucky. So I'm going to do the best I can because, you know, I've been given a gift of good health. So I have to maintain that. I do need to lose some weight, and I'm working on it, but I'm hoping my husband brings me home a burger, even though he made me a wonderful salmon for dinner last night, because it's another long story. I fell asleep and then I didn't wake up for dinner. So I still have that, and I'm craving it, but then I said, can I have a burger? And if you know anything about the In-N-Out burgers, so hoping he'll bring me home one. Okay, so enough of all that chit chat. Yeah, okay, so I went to work, and that was New Year's Eve, I think, because the last time I spoke to you guys. Was it New Year's Eve? No, I don't remember. Anyway, I do know that I came home and I was sick. No, it was New Year's night that I went to work. I worked New Year's Eve, but then I went back to work. And so on the 2nd, I came home, and I did not feel good. I still did my yoga, got into bed, took a 30-minute nap, had to take my daughter to the orthodontist, found out that it is going to cost me close to $6,000. Jane, I was wrong. I misquoted how much that it's going to be. I just looked at it again today and thought, oh my goodness, what we don't do for our children, right? So yeah, I jumped into bed. My husband made me beef bone broth that he purchased at the store. Then we make our own bone broth whenever we have like a whole carcass of an animal. So he had made turkey bone broth, and it was in our freezer. So he defrosted it for me. We put tons of garlic in it. He put some salt in it for the electrolytes. We use sea salt and the red one. And that's all I lived on for for 2 days. Pickled juice. So he believes, and my husband's not a holistic type person. It's like, oh, the doctor said I need this medication. I need this medication. I'm thinking, no, no, no. Let's try some other like holistic type ways. Holistic being like, let's do something that's more natural, not man-made pharmaceuticals, but something like that we can get from the earth or that we can grow or we can eat. I don't do CBD though. That stuff scares me. I hear it works wonders, but I'm not ready to advance to that level. So don't think that I'm over here smoking marijuana for pain control or using CBD oil, although I know they're both different and they do have their pharmaceutical benefits. I'm not here to displace that, but I just don't want you to think that, wow, that Mormon girl, the one that is a nurse and taking care of people, is getting high. No, and that's the only reason why I don't use the CBD oils, because I know that the THC is not in it, but I don't want any correlation at all. That's just a mental thing for me. Yeah, don't think I'm hating on anybody, okay? Let's see. What else can I tell you guys? So yeah, I did that. I kept putting the eucalyptus on my feet and then the other 2 oils on my neck. And by a day and a half, I was better. And all the other nurses who've had this are like dying still, like 4, 5, 6 days in. And they're like, Sarah Lee, how's it possible that you got better fast? I'm like, I don't know. I'm just telling you what I did. Yeah, I drank the pickle juice. Getting back to that. So my husband heard there's a lot of electrolytes and things in that. And there are some people that have believed for many years that having pickle juice and pickled food, that there's some benefits to it. It helps to purify the blood and different kind of things. My great-grandmother lived to be an old lady, and she had pickles every day, or pickled something, like sauerkraut or something, so I don't know. Anyways, enough of that. Happy New Year, okay? We delivered the first baby in my county, which is exciting, but then disheartening, because when we looked at the newspaper, they're claiming, another hospital was claiming to have had the first baby of the new year for the county, and I'm thinking, no, because I was there. Our baby was born like minutes after the hour. I don't want to get too specific because there are HIPAA law violations. And that other baby, that one that's in the newspaper, if you wanted to look it up, that baby was like 2 something in the morning. That one's not a HIPAA violation because that's in the public paper at a different hospital. No, we had the first one. I got to help take care of him. Oh my goodness, the little one. He was adorable. He was so cute. Oh, anyways, just being there and knowing that that happened is good enough for me. And that's the whole reason why I go to work on the holidays. So, because it is the 12th day of Christmas, it is January 6th, the 12th day of Christmas. The kings, it is, the story is that the kings, or what I believe, my faith, that the kings found Jesus Christ and they came to worship him and give him his gifts. And the gifts were what? Frankincense, gold, and myrrh. Frankincense, that's a good oil. That's a good one. It kind of doesn't have like, I don't know, it's not the most appealing scent to me, but it does have healing properties. And there's a whole issue with the frankincense and why they gave him frankincense oil. I mean, what baby wants frankincense oil? There are reasons for that. I'm not going to get into that right now. But I have used frankincense and it does seem to help. And I don't know why I didn't use it this time. But it's okay. I'm better. So, yay! Okay, what can I share with you guys? There's a couple of things. I did make another video for you and then I didn't send it. I wanted to do better because I still wasn't quite feeling right. And then I never made it. But I'm feeling better now. So, my new year, new start. I'm going to talk about that. I'm going to catch you guys up with the Majestic Unicorn. And I went thrifting today, and I'm back on my own personal stitching rotation. And so I'm going to show you what I stitched today. I didn't stitch yesterday, which was Sunday, so we're not even going to talk about my rotation. That's for another video. And what I found, I'll show you what I found in my my new fabric. There was something rolled up in that, and I will show you. There are no kids in the room, right? Make sure all the children are gone. No children watching this part of the video. It involves Santa's elves. Santa's elves are amazing. We have an elf on the shelf. Actually, we have several. And my husband says it's because my daughter is naughty, but it's not because she's naughty. It's just they're always watching her because she's kind of a fascinating little girl. And so, anyways, some of them are still here. Now, hopefully all the children have left the room and we're good, right? So I'm just going to show you what I crocheted for these elves. I crocheted this little skirt. So I started crocheting a different one, and it was supposed to be a high-waisted skirt, and I was going off a pattern. I only found one pattern on YouTube, but the sizing wasn't right, and I had to remove it. And then I made this fluffy little one here. And I just kind of winged it. So because I winged it, the sizing was off a little bit, but that's okay because when she's sitting, let me show you, when she's sitting, it looks like it's a double bit. See that? That was pretty fun to make. And so then, of course, her best friend needed one too. And so this is just where it ties. That's why it looks messy, but it's just where it ties. I was crazy busy, and instead of looking for a cute little ribbon, yeah, I just made a cute like little tutu skirt. So there they are, these two sweethearts. This one here is Ruby, and this one here is Cookie, and they're both headed back to the North Pole. Ruby will come back out November 13th. She always arrives on my daughter's birthday. And Cookie, I don't know. We'll just have to see when she comes. All right. Bye, elves. Those were fun. I did it like a double crochet on it. I don't know if anybody knows about that stuff. I don't know. I just kind of like making it up as I went. So I don't know. But let's get back to cross stitching. So I want to talk about some cross stitching, and I'll also show you a little bit. I know, like up the nose shots here. Here we go. Is that better? Maybe. And then I'll do a little bit of like family history stuff. I've been doing a lot of that. Okay, so first things first, let me show you guys where I am. And Stitching Michaela gave me the idea, and I haven't done it until now, to put my projects into a container like this so I don't have to fold them. Smart. This one's just a little too short. That's okay, it works. And I just did this yesterday, so it's not like I was smart enough to use Stitching Michaela's idea. But there you go. So, dun, 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 it's not finished. But this is where I am. So last time I showed you this, I think I was only part of the way of the gold. I've made it all the way around up to here. So I just have a little bit more to go up on top. And then it'll be time for the back stitching. This is such a fun and lovely piece. I didn't want to put it down, but this is going to be my Thursday piece because I like to do my gift pieces on Thursday. So I just kind of know that every Thursday I'm going to work on something for somebody else. And I think my rotation is basically going to be between my mother and my daughter. Maybe my mother-in-law occasionally. Not that I have anything against her. Please don't think that at all, because it's not true. I love my mother-in-law. But I know of another piece that I need to make for my mom. You guys saw the hen that I made for her. Well, there's the companion pieces. There's 2 more companion pieces, and I want to finish those for her this year. At least get another one done this year, but hopefully both. All right. So my New Year, New Start is, one moment, if I can find it. Uh-oh. Okay, sorry. My New Year, New Start. Ooh. I should show you guys what Stitching Michaela gave me, but I might make that into another video. She sent me a package a while ago, and I have it right here. But this was one of the patterns. I said one of the patterns. Just one of the patterns that Stitching Michaela sent me. And I showed you guys recently I wanted to start this, so I'm starting here. in the center with this cute little crab. And now this fabric that I chose is really stiff. This Carolina, what was it called? It was called Carolina linen. It's an Aida. It's really, really stiff. So putting this hoop on was a challenge. But that's where I am. I know that Aida is challenging for many people. They don't like working with it. It's harder to do your half stitches, not half stitches, but quarter stitches in it. But I don't mind. It's okay. It doesn't bother me. I did have a challenge. I did try putting this on the Q snaps, and then I had a hard time getting it off. I don't really think I like my Q snaps. I think I like a hoop better. And the only reason why I have a hoop on this one is because this was so stiff that it kept curling. And I guess I could probably press it out. I wonder, maybe if I press it out, maybe it'll stay in my hand. I prefer to stitch in hand because I like the sewing method a lot. But here's the back. And again, there's the front. So it's part of the crab. This will be I'm going to use this one for my Tiny Tuesdays because there's a little tiny motifs and everything. Because it didn't fit in my rotation mentally for me otherwise. I think another problem why I have such a hard time with getting my stitching done fast is I'm doing math equations. Somebody else was talking about that, and I don't remember where it was. And I love math and problem solving in math and doing math equations, and every now and then I'll pull up something and just try to see if I can figure it out. And sometimes I get it wrong, but I aim to get them always right. Excuse me, I'm going to get some tea. My throat coat. It's a medicinal tea. It's my throat was feeling a little scratchy again. Anyways, when I'm stitching, I'm doing math. And I caught myself. I'm doing, not like saying 1 + 1 is 2, but I'm doing the math. It's like what makes the most sense lengthwise, and I don't know. I can't explain it. But sometimes I'll be stitching, I'm like, wait a minute, and I'll unstitch because a different way seems more mathematically correct. I don't know. I can't explain it, but there's a lot of numbers going on in my head when I'm doing this, and I think that's why I'm so slow. I do remove some of my stitches and restitch. Sometimes I'll make a few crosses, and then I'm like, wait a minute, this could have been done in a more efficient way, and I take them out and redo them. And it's not because I'm trying to save thread or floss. It's not it at all. So I don't know. Anyway, so that's my new year, new start. My husband, he calls me a mental midget. And no offense to anybody who takes offense to that. That's what he calls me. Okay. So, back to my rotation. Today is Monday. So since it's Monday, it's my project. They're almost all my projects, but this is one that I really love. And Jane in Denmark sent this to me. And I started it last June. This was when I started for my birthday, and then just kind of put it down because I was doing some other stuff and was trying to get other projects done. So this is where I am, kind of in the center here. And all that yellow is what I worked on today. So that's fun. I love the colors of this. They're so rich and beautiful. The floss, I don't think it's DMC. They give you DMC numbers, so that way I guess you can compare it if you need to, but I don't think it's DMC. It feels softer and fluffier. I don't know what it is, but I honestly don't think it's DMC, and I like it. It's nice. I'll stitch with anything. Bring on the challenges or something new. It's fine, but this floss is very soft. Okay, I'm trying to get it back in my folder so that way it'll fold. As you guys know, I often keep my patterns. Oh, that's why. Where I would think it would fold, it doesn't. I often keep my patterns in my folders. And sometimes the flosses and like that. Okay. then when I was taking out that stiff Ada, I opened up the Ada and inside, and it didn't say anything about having a pattern inside. I'm going to show you the freebie pattern they sent me. It is a seashell wreath. So fitting. But I don't know if those are the colors or not. I'll have to look it up. There's the key for the colors. I'm going to have to look it up because if that's it, I don't know if I really care for that. I might have to like do some changing modification, but this one won't get done for a couple of years anyway. It's not my first thought. All right, I went to the thrift store today, picked up a few things. I found some fabric, Christmas fabric. I figured it'd be nice for all those finishes that I do for all those Christmas projects I've done. But I just thought this would be perfect. 50 cents. Yes, I'll take it. And I found this. Pooh Baby Bibs. Now, I looked inside. You don't have to make the baby bibs. Oh, this one's cute. That's really cute. Look at that one. You don't have to do the bibs because they just come like these little cute. Please don't turn me in for showing you the patterns. But anyways, they're just really cute little patterns for the person who loves Pooh. I know who that person is, so since it's after Christmas, it's going to go in her belated Christmas box. I thought it was a good price, so hopefully you know who you are, you like this. I know you'll like this. I'm so excited. And then because I didn't want to pay cash, I was being lazy, I wanted to use my card. My total for this was, $1, so 50 and 50 cents, right? Oh, and then I found these. I found 2 of these. So as a little girl, my mom used to take us to a Chinese restaurant all the time, and they always served our tea in little cups exactly like this. And my mother wanted those cups so bad. And since I remember that, I'm not giving these to her. I want them. I've got 2 of them. And maybe I might give her 1. I don't know, because it's kind of sad to break up a pair. But isn't it cute? So maybe I'll give her 1, because what am I going to do with 2? It's just me. Or maybe I'll just use them for when she comes over and we'll have her tea in it. It's so cute. They're tiny. Look at that. My basic life support book came in the mail. Isn't it bad enough that in December I just took a stable class for taking care of infants, and now it's basic life support time again. Every 2 years. So I thought I had this manual. I can't find it. If I go to class without it, they'll charge me $50. I found it on Amazon for $15. I also found my stable book on Amazon for cheaper. They wanted to charge me $50 for that one too. And I found it for like, I think $40. So it was $10 cheaper. And yes, I know I can borrow them from my friends, but I would rather have that information in my house for any time I want to reference it. Because sometimes I just do. Sometimes I just get nerdy and do that. It's okay. Last thing I'm going to share with you. Oh, and then because I wanted to pay, well, not the basic life support, the thrifting stuff. Back to the thrifting stuff, because I wanted to pay with my credit card, or not my credit card, but my debit card, and you had to pay like at least $5 worth of stuff. I bought this. Isn't it pretty? It was only $4. It reminds me of my friend Jane in Denmark, who is stitching a giraffe right now. So I fell in love with it. I thought it was absolutely adorable. And at first I thought, I'll get that for my daughter. And I thought, no, she probably won't wear it. I'm going to wear it. And then while I'm wearing it, I can think of my friend Jane in Denmark. All right, enough of Jane in Denmark. Just kidding. There's Stitching Michaela, and there's Taryn, and Hera Stitcher. Oh my gosh, I just saw your comment the other day. And Candy Soap Floss. Is it Candy Soap Floss? Yeah. Anyways. Oh, and let's not forget Sherry. And there's so many other ones of you guys who have been leaving me messages lately. So for my family history, okay, you guys, I deleted a game. Kara from Kay's Cross Stitch got me hooked on Animal Crossing. I have been playing it every single day for the last 2 years. I decided to give it up, which was sad because I have my favorite animals in there and all my favorite little things, and it made like a little hospital like inside my RV. There's like a little maternity ward, and then I have like my own little zen spot, my other campsite in the cabin, and I gave it up because I need to do other things that are more important. So I'm working on my family history more this year, and so I've been doing a lot of that lately because I have more time. So here's that tiny picture. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this paper here. Can you see it? And I'm going to mat him on this kind of a burgundy, and he's going to go in here. And then I'm going to write what little I know about him, because I don't know a whole lot. I do know he went to war early. My cousin was talking to me about him the other day, and he's like, oh yeah, I found out he went to war, and most of the men in his unit were killed, including the leader. And the leader was someone they really loved. But he was saved, and a few others, but very few survived. And I think he was really young. I don't think he even waited till he was an adult to join. And then for my great-grandmother, I'm going to use that same cardstock to put it under here, and then she's going to get a similar page. So she'll get the rose, and he is going to get this one with the rose and the pocket watch. These scrapbooking pages, I found this at Hobby Lobby. I probably paid the 40% discount or 50% discount. It was $20. I don't know, I might have paid full price for it because it was a family one. It says Our Family Tree. They do have family trees in here you could use. Like that one. That was similar to the one that I showed you guys the other day. There was another style, but this one I can't figure out quite how you do it. There's a way to do it, and I'll have to look online. Because all these, the ones that are bunched up here are great-grandparents, grandparents, but I don't know where exactly, like, what you use these ones for. So maybe it's, I don't know. I'm not quite sure, because I thought, oh, maybe put the baby name there, and then the parents, and then her parents, I don't know. But it confuses me here. So I don't know if this is like a husband-wife, and then you branch it off. Maybe that's the way it is. Maybe it's not a baby one. Maybe it's a husband-wife one. I don't know. But anyways, this is a nice pack of paper to work with. So that's all I have for you guys for now. I know I took you on a roller coaster ride, but I'm feeling better. I was not feeling good. Not at all. So I'm glad I'm feeling better. And yeah, that's it. I've got energy to burn. So have a fabulous rest of the week. It's Monday. It's the beginning of the week. And happy Epiphany. Happy 12th day of Christmas. And all that jazz. Bye, you guys.